Welcome guys, welcome back to my channel. I am going to try to go through everything as quickly as possible. I am talking about the people who are streaming on a single PC setup and gaming on the same PC. I'm going to go through the things that you do not want to do because you're going to have issues. 1080p 60 frames, single PC setup, don't do it. It could work, but we're going to go through some issues, some things, so you can try that. 720p is the way to go, okay? If you add a camera or like another camera or two cameras, if you're not just capturing the game, if you add another source, it's going to cause issues. Do not use display capture because it will cap you at 60 frames unless you have to. There was an issue where I was streaming DayZ and when I was single PC setup, it wasn't capturing, so I had to use display capture. It capped me at 60 frames. That's my experience. There's sometimes I have other friends who do it and it doesn't happen to them. So try it, but I would recommend game capture. If you're streaming a game or you're streaming on a dual PC setup, I mean a game meaning like your console, then go ahead and join Discord if you have more questions. You know, a bunch of people are right here joining. It's great. I just made a stream help tab. So basically if you have any questions, go boom, pop it right there at me, post your question, and then most likely I'll get back to you right away. Or if not, then within a day, you know, because sometimes I don't really see the YouTube comments because I'm not on YouTube all the time. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. So I am streaming on Streamlabs OBS. I'm just using OBS right now just for reference because it's not Streamlabs not opening them on my gaming PC. I am using two PC setup, but that's for another video. So if you're streaming on 1080, 60 frames, you are going to always have some stuttering. It's never going to be clear. You're always going to want to have the preview disabled, whether you're 1080 or 720. Preview disabled, right? The first thing you want to do, run OBS or Streamlabs OBS as administrator. Try that, run your stream. So before we go into the settings, what you're going to want to try first, which it's going to sound really weird, but it has helped me. You're going to right click game capture, go to properties. You're going to want to capture a specific window. Click on the game, and if the game's not showing up, capture any full screen applications. You're going to try limit capture frame rate, then save, then stream. If that's not working, unclick that. Then you want to go to hook rate. There's been times where I'll put it at fast and it worked. It's super smooth. And there's times I fastest and it worked great. I don't know why. Or I'll try even slow and it worked. I don't know exactly what the hook rate does. It's not going to mess up your game or anything like that. If none of this works, then just leave it at normal, okay? But now, after you tried that, then we're going to go into the setting. If you're still having issues, this is for 1080p users. If you're, I mean, you could also try it for 720 as well, but for 1080p, take this as 16. It's going to help a lot. If you still have stuttering, then try these other things. If you really want to try X264, go ahead, try it. But I'm telling you now, you're going to need an i7 87K or higher, just because that was my experience with having a webcam. I'm going to help you set it up. If you have 5 upload or lower, you're going to have issues. Just try 2500 bitrate. Or try 2000 bit rate, but it's going to be really hard for you to get a pretty good smooth stream. If you have a 10 megabytes upload speed, we don't care for download. We're not downloading. Upload. If you have 10 megabytes upload and you're streaming on Facebook or Twitch, keep this at 6000 or 5000. Should be fine. Keyframe, leave that at 0. If you're on CPU, this is X264, you want to keep this at faster, very fast, or you could try fast. Don't go to medium. Try one of these. That's when you start losing quality more, but you could try these as well. Of course, single PC, you want to stay between fast and lower. First, try fast, none, tune, none, and then you're going to go to advanced. Keep this normal, keep this at 601, keep this partial, and then right here you're going to want to click your IP. It's going to have like a bunch of numbers. Click that one, and then right here, enable network optimizations. Try your stream. Now let's go to the graphics card users. The new one, I know last time I said it was shit. It's not that it's shit. It's just it's more preferred to the RTX series. At the time, it was a lot glitchy. It's gotten way better now. People always ask me, oh, I'm wireless. Can I do it? Yes, you can. I helped the guy where he was wireless. He was far from the router and we helped him out. It worked great. It is preferred to be wired. Try to be wired as much as you can. If you're wireless, still try all this, but you want to bring your bitrate a little lower than usual. You know, 6000 bitrate, try 5000 or 4500, okay? You're going to try quality first. Keep this at baseline. Keyframe 0, max B frames, just leave this at 2. Then try streaming. That doesn't work. Turn off, stop your stream. Put this at 1. Try it again. If it works a little better, okay, well then try 2. Oh, working a little better? Cool. Try 3. No? Okay, go back to 2. If you liked 1 instead, leave it at 1. Then now we're going to go back to this. Main works better? Cool. Leave it at main. Whatever's working for you step by step, leave it at that. I'm on a dual PC setup. It's totally different from single PC to this. Don't do high because that's just going to be more intensive. So you want to stay... Main is more smoother. Baseline should be smoother, theoretically. I would recommend leave it 16, 720, 60 frames. You should be fine. Process priority. Just say you have this at quality, right? Now, this is where it gets a little tricky because sometimes some games won't stream as good as other games. Keep that in mind. It looks really good for one game doesn't mean it's going to look really good for another. Like I have one streaming settings for one game, another streaming settings for another game. So it gets totally different. Let's just say you go down a little bit. Performance, leave this at baseline. Go to advanced. Try to put this above normal. or try to put this high. Sometimes it'll work high, sometimes it'll work better normal. It's weird because there's times when I was streaming on a single PC setup, I'll have this right here, right? And I'll have medium, main, and I'll have this on normal, and it'll be kind of stuttery, but as soon as I put it above normal, it was working great. But do it step by step. Don't just change all this stuff and then stream. If you're still having issues, it's most likely because your computer's just not handling enough. I would recommend lowest like an i7 87K and like a 1060 graphics card. That's the lowest I would recommend for same stream single PC setup. It also comes down to your setup. I don't know your setup. I'm just trying to go through the settings step by step, what can actually help you. You know, it's really hard to get a single PC setup going. You can do it, but mostly 720, 60 frames, okay? You won't be able to stream, record, and, you know, capture your game and all that stuff at the same time. It's just going to be so hard. I'm sorry if it was a little quick. That was the little things you could change. If I didn't talk about it in the video, it's most likely that I haven't tried it myself. If you guys are still having issues with your stream, feel free to message me on Discord. We could always live chat. I'm always on there every day. Check out my streams if you guys want to check them out. I am on a dual PC setup. If you have questions about dual PC setup or, you know, Elgato capture cards, things like that, let me know. Send me a message. But other than that, I appreciate you guys for watching the video. I'll see you guys on the next one, and join that Discord. If you're still having issues, we'll talk there. All right. Appreciate you guys. See you guys later.